against my shoulder as the room goes still. Soft in traces drifting where the lamplight spills. Every gentle motion settles on my skin, folding all the hours as the night begins. Your breathing moves in circles, warm against my chest, slowly finding spaces where our thoughts can rest. Nothing feels uncertain when your hands are near. All the fading colors getting calm and clear. And I let the moment hold us as we stay, falling into warmth that never pulls away. You turn the darkness into something warm, pulling every feeling into a softer form. Every quiet heartbeat settles next to mine, and the world grows distant as our heads align. Blankets fall around us like a gentle sign. You lift your eyes slightly just to meet with mine. All the outside motion slowly disappears, leaving only breathing we can overhear. If the night keeps sinking into slower time, I will keep you closer as the lines combine. Every muted pattern drawing us more near, wrapping both our bodies in a softer sphere. You turn the darkness into something warm, pulling every feeling into a softer form. Every quiet heartbeat settles next to mine, and the world grows distant as our heads align. Stay with me in stillness as we drift below, letting all the calmness take its gentle flow. Gentle steps are falling as the roads unwind. Colors shift around us in a softened line. Every little shimmer from the passing signs moves in quiet patterns that feel intertwined. Slowly breathing in the warmth of open streets, hearing simple motions keeping steady beats. Nothing in the distance feels too far to reach. Every fading shadow turning like a speech. And I drift along the places where you lean, tracing out the outlines in this mellow scene. You shape the evening into something calm, turning subtle movements into steady charm. Every lowered heartbeat settles with your stride, and I move beside you through this flowing tide. Silver edges falling from the passing cars, reflections drawing over where we are. You look toward the skyline with a quiet spark, guiding both our footsteps through the gentle dark. If these softened colors blend along the way, I will stay beside you as they shift and sway. Every muted motion carrying us near feels like something telling me to stay right here. You shape the evening into something calm, turning subtle movements into steady charm. Every lowered heartbeat settles with your stride, and I move beside you through this flowing tide. Hold the fading moments as they settle slow, letting all the patterns in the city glow. Footsteps settle gently on the open lane, color shifting slowly like a woven chain. Every passing window draws a tender line, pulling out a rhythm that feels close to mine. Warm reflections drifting through the fading day, shaping little patterns where our shadows play. Nothing in the distance feels too far to find. Everything around us moving in one mind, and I follow where your lighter steps align, falling into motion that connects with mine. You turn the evening into something kind, filling simple moments with a softened shine. Every steady heartbeat leans into your stride, and I drift beside you through the flowing tide. Silver traces bending from the passing cars, painting gentle pathways underneath the stars. You glance toward the skyline with a knowing smile, leading both our footsteps through another mile. If the shapes around us blend along the way, I will move beside you as they fold and sway. Every muted shimmer drawing us more near feels like something telling me you're always here. You turn the evening into something kind, filling simple moments with a softened shine. Every steady heartbeat leans into your stride, and I drift beside you through the flowing tide. Hold the winding hours where the colors meet, letting quiet patterns gather at our feet.
Steps slow down as colors fade along the street. Evening settles softly underneath my feet. Every gentle motion eases through my mind, folding all the daylight into something kind. Warmest little patterns drifting in the air. You turn your head slightly just to show you're there, breathing in the softness running through the scene, letting every moment fall in shades between. And I feel the rhythm loosening its hold, falling into places where the edges fold. You lead the night into a calmer flow, letting all the tension in my body go. Every steady movement pulls my eyes to you, and the world grows lighter as it drifts from view. Silver traces linger from the passing cars, lines across the rooftops drawing gentle scars. I lean a little closer just to catch your pace, finding something peaceful in this quiet place. If the world keeps sinking into softer time, I will drift beside you as the shapes align, every muted pattern helping me unwind, wrapping all my senses in a softened kind. You lead the night into a calmer flow, letting all the tension in my body go. Every steady movement pulls my eyes to you, and the world grows lighter as it drifts from view. Hold this fading hour as it settles down, eyes growing heavy while the lights turn brown.
I walked into a corner of the drifting night, shadows bending softly in the softened light. Then a quiet figure moved across my view, and the shape felt haunting, almost just like you. Your silhouette was turning with a gentle sway, just the way you used to move along the day. Every small reflection on the distant glass pulled me into moments I once let pass, and the world close to me. Feels like something tying us in memory. I saw you standing in the fading glow, somewhere in the places only dreamers go. Every softened motion carried me inside, where the past kept drifting like a hidden tide. When the scene dissolved and the lights grew thin, I could feel your presence settling within. You rest your head lightly as the night pulls near, breathing in a pattern only I can hear. Every little motion settles on my arm, filling up the moment with a gentle charm. Your fingers find their place as the blankets fall, sharing little warmth as we curl in small. Nothing feels uncertain when your shape aligns, every part of evening drawing softer lines. And I let the quiet rhythm guide us close, staying in the comfort only closeness knows. You turn the ending of the day so sweet, falling into calmness where our heartbeats meet. Every tender moment melts into your side, and I drift beside you with a softened stride. Your smile moves slowly as your eyes grow low, tracing out a feeling only we both know. I lean in a little just to hold your frame, finding something peaceful when you say my name. Oh, if the hours linger in a gentle way, I will stay beside you as they drift and sway. Every little gesture drawing us more near, wrapping both our bodies in a warmth sincere. You turn the ending of the day so sweet, falling into calmness where our heartbeats meet. Every tender moment melts into your side, and I drift beside you with a softened stride. Stay with me in stillness as we fade within, letting all the comfort settle on our skin.
The fire leans upward in a mellow rise, painting gentle colors on your half-closed eyes. Timber walls are breathing with a steady tone, holding us together while the world feels gone. Your head rests easy on my settled arm, heat from every ember keeps the whole room warm. Outside all the branches trace a fading line, here the night is softer with your hand in mine, and the space between us settles into place, falling into rhythm as we share this space. You turn the cabin into something sweet, filling every moment where our heart lines meet. beside you in a softened stride. Logs turn slowly as the colors shift again. Shadows move in patterns we remember then. You lift up your gaze with an easy smile, pulling me in closer just to stay a while. If the night keeps folding through the timber air, I will hold you gently as the sparks drift there. Every little motion settles calm and true, wrapping all the stillness as it moves to you. You turn the cabin into something sweet, filling every moment where our heart lines meet. All the drifting hours leaning to your side, and I breathe beside you in a softened stride. And I breathe beside you in a softened stride. Stay within the firelight as it settles low, letting steady warmth across our bodies grow.
The silver moon is rising over distant trees, drawing gentle outlines on the evening breeze. I sit along the window with an aching mind, thinking of the traces you once left behind. Your name falls slowly on my resting hand, filling empty spaces. I still try to stand. Every little memory circles where you stayed, turning through the pathways time can't fully fade. And I breathe the stillness drifting through the air, holding on to moments we could never share. Under all this moonlight, I can feel you near. Every subtle motion makes your presence clear. Though the hours move and carry me away, I return to places where you used to stay. The night lays patterns on the open land, shaping all the shadows like your gentle stand. I reach into the quiet where the heart beats past, searching for the comfort in the things we had. If the moon keeps turning through this muted sky, I will trace your memory as the minutes slide. Every softened detail drifting through my chest feels like something telling me you knew me best. Under all this moonlight, I can feel you near. Every subtle motion makes your presence within my hands. I open my eyes to a softened night, shapes along the ceiling falling out of sight. Then a fading outline moved across the room, and it felt familiar in the gentle gloom. You were standing quietly where the shadows lean, just the way I knew you in the days between. I could feel the distance folding into two, like the world was turning just to bring me you. Every part of me grew lighter as you came, breathing in a memory, calling out my name. Finding you again felt just like a dream, something warm returning in a flowing stream. All the drifting hours gathered into one, and my heart moved slowly where your lines were drawn. You reached out your hand with a tender trace, pulling every moment into gentle space. I leaned in a little as the room turned pale, letting all the feelings fill the fragile veil. If the night keeps opening paths we used to know, I will follow softly where those moments go. Every quiet motion carried in your frame feels like something telling me you came the same. Finding you again felt just like a dream, something warm returning in a flowing stream. All the drifting hours gathered into one, and my heart moved slowly where your lines were drawn. When the scene grew lighter and began to fade, I could feel your presence in the shape it made. Light drifts gently through the fading day, falling on the memories we've set in place. Every little moment we have kept inside moves along the edges with a steady glide. Your voice lingers softly in the open air, filling quiet spaces only we both share. All the woven hours held within our heads shape the sweetest story neither planned. And I feel the warmth of everything we chose walk through shadows and the softer lights, tracing every step through the changing nights. Still the way you look at me with easy grace holds the kind of meaning nothing else can replace. If the years keep turning with a patient hand, I will stay beside you as the seasons stand. Every simple detail pulling us more near feels like something telling us we're truly here. This beautiful life moving side by side, carrying the moments where our hearts collide. Every gentle chapter resting in its time feels like something made for you and me to find. This beautiful life moving side by side, carrying the moments where our hearts collide. Every gentle chapter resting in its time feels like something made for you and me to find. Hold this winding moment as it settles in, letting all the sweetness gather on our skin. When the room grows softer and the lights fall low, I can feel the stillness taking gentle hold. Every drifting shadow moves along my mind, opening the spaces you once left behind. As my breathing settles in a steady line, all the distant moments start to realign. In the fading quiet where my thoughts unwind, I can sense the places where our paths combine. And before the night pulls everything away, I whisper to the darkness where your footsteps stay. When I fall asleep, come find me in my dream. Walk into the places where our memories gleam. Stay beside the moments drifting through the night. Let me feel your presence moving soft and light. If the world grows hazy as the hours bend, I will keep a doorway open to our blend. Every gentle motion drawn across the air feels like you arriving when I'm unaware. If the night unfolds the roads we used to know, follow them with calmness where the shadows flow. Every tender outline woven in the scene guides you right beside me in the world unseen. inside the moments drifting through the night. Let me feel your presence. Always drifting in the night. Let me feel your presence. Moving soft and light. When the colors soften and the hours dim, I'll be waiting quietly for you to slip in. Drifted through the colors of a fading night. Then you stepped toward me in a tender light. Every little moment moved in softened lines, folding into something I could not define. Your voice felt like a warmth I used to know, pulling all the stillness into gentle flow. Even in the distance where the hours bend, I could feel the meaning rising once again. And the world grew lighter when you turned to me, opening a doorway only I could see. In my dream, you were beautiful more than I recall, standing in a moment where the shadows fall. In my dream, you were beautiful, moving soft and clear. Every part of you felt closer, drawing me. Beautiful, beautiful, just like a dream of mine. Beautiful, beautiful, stay inside the line. Ooh. You reached with a grace I thought I'd lost before, tracing gentle outlines I still can't ignore. I lean toward the silence just to hold your frame, feeling something settle when you said my name. If the night keeps turning paths we used to chase, I will follow slowly into your embrace. Every subtle glimmer drawn across the scene guides me back to moments resting in between. In my dream, you were beautiful more than I recall, standing in a moment where the shadows fall. In my dream, you were beautiful, moving soft and clear. Every part of you felt closer, drawing me. Beautiful, beautiful, just like a dream of mine. Beautiful, beautiful, stay inside the light. Ooh. When the colors faded and the scene grew thin, I held on to the feeling echoing within. When my eyes grow heavy and the room turns mild, I can feel the softness gathering for a while. Then your gentle outline rises in my view, moving like a memory, almost breaking through. You approach in colors I can barely trace, calmness in your posture, warmth across your face. Nothing feels uncertain when you're standing near. Every part of silence shifting into clear, and the fading moment opens like a door, letting in the feeling I've been hoping for. In my dream, you were beautiful, quietly refined, something warm returning I can't leave behind. In my dream, you were beautiful, steady as a sign, pulling all my senses into one soft line. Beautiful, beautiful, softly in my mind. Beautiful, beautiful, drifting into line. You extend your hand and everything slows down, touching every shadow, settling on the ground. I lean toward the comfort, drifting through your frame, letting all the stillness gather when you came. If tonight repeats the paths we used to tread, I will follow gently where the hours spread. Every muted motion shaping how I feel leads me back to places holding what is real. In my dream, you were beautiful, quietly refined, something warm returning I can't leave behind. In my dream, you were beautiful, steady as a sign, pulling all my senses into one soft line. Beautiful, beautiful, softly in my mind. Beautiful, beautiful, drifting into line. As the colors settle and the moments blend, I will wait for you where quiet hours spend. Your breath rests softly on my quiet chest, folding every moment into gentle rest.
In your steady warmth I feel the night grow mild, holding all the closeness like a drifting child.
Your head leans slowly where my heartbeat stays, shaping all the stillness in familiar ways. As your fingers trace the space between our hands, I can feel the evening waiting where we stand.
And the fading settles into place, wrapping us together in this sheltered space. Here in your arms, I'm falling into peace, drifting into something neither wants to leave. Here in your arms, the world begins to slow, letting every tender part of us unfold. The fire draws colors in a trembling glow. You lean in gently where the warm winds flow. Crackling little sparks drift out into the air, painting quiet stories neither needs to share. Your smile moves softly in the shifting flame, lighting up the shadows as you say my name. Every glowing ember bending through the night feels like it was meant to keep you in my sight. And the world grows still around our resting time, holding every heartbeat gently next to mine. Here in your arms, I'm falling into peace, drifting into something neither wants to leave. Here in your arms, the world begins to slow, letting every tender part of us unfold. The rain taps lightly on the window's edge, calling us to listen as our thoughts connect. You lift your eyes slowly through the silver shade, letting quiet meaning in your gaze cascade. Here in your arms, I'm falling into peace, drifting into something neither wants to leave. Here in your arms, the world begins to slow, letting every tender part of us unfold. Stay with me here, stay with me here, right where the night draws us near. As the colors blur and the hours descend, I will drift beside you, closer without end. Night settles in and I think of you, knowing every breath still carries through. Even with the distance lying in between, I can feel your presence moving in the scene. I'm sending my heart to you tonight. Let it drift along your gentle light. I'm sending my heart to you tonight. Hold it close and keep it in your sight. Sending my heart. Sending my heart. Sending my heart back to you. If the hours open where our feelings lay, follow every moment drifting on its way. I'm sending my heart to you tonight. Let it drift along your gentle light. I'm sending my heart to you tonight. Hold it close and keep it in your sight. Sending my heart.
Hold me, hold me. I walk through the lights in a drifting scene, colors moving around me like a gentle stream. Then your shadow turns slowly toward my side, and your hand found mine in a simple glide. In this dream, I'm holding your hand, walking where the soft lines stand. In this dream, I'm holding your hand, closer than the waking land. Hold me, hold me. You smiled with the tilt that I used to know, pulling every corner into steady flow. Nothing in the moment felt too far away. Everything was quiet in a warm array. In this dream, I'm holding your hand, walking where the soft lines stand. In this dream, I'm holding your hand, closer than the waking land. Hold me, hold me. Hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me.
You sit beside me in the fading night, hands on the piano under gentle light. I start a simple pattern on these quiet strings, letting every motion form the tune it brings. As I sing, you follow every line, fill the little spaces with your hands in time. As I sing, you stay right by my side, turning every moment into something white. Stay close, stay close.
Your eyes are drifting with the chords I lean, shaping all the colors in this mellow scene. Every little note you play from where you sit wraps around the rhythm that my fingers fit.
As I sing, you follow every line, filling little spaces with your hands in time. As I sing, you stay right by my side, turning every moment into something white. Stay close, stay close. Stay close. Sitting here with you beneath the evening glow. I don't have to say it, I know that you know. In the quiet strumming flowing through my hands, I can feel your heartbeat settling to where it stands.
Your fingers paint a warmth across the ivory keys, shaping little moments drifting soft and free. Every gentle motion falling into place turns our simple hours into something we trade.
Let our love stay long through every line, holding on as days keep passing by. Let our love stay long and keep it shine, slow and steady through a turning sky.
Stay with me, stay with me. Even when the seasons move and rearrange, I can see your promise standing in the change.
Every look you give me keeps the meaning clear. I'll be right beside you, year to year. Let our love stay long through every line, holding on as days keep passing by. Let our love stay long and keep it shine, slow and steady through the turning sky.
Stay with me,
Stay with me.
stay with me.
Even when the music slowly fades away,
You and I will still remain this way.